Man, what it do, y'all? It's your boy Chosen One Rising, and this is Divine Madness. And I really want y'all to understand, man, it doesn't matter how much madness that you are currently going through in your life. Just understand that it's all divine and it happens for a reason, bro. But today, I really want to try to understand that the current day and age that we are living in, I want y'all to really listen to me closely. The current day and age that we are living in right now, jobs are becoming extinct. Jobs are becoming extinct. So if you don't have a skill set, you don't have a brand, you don't have anything that you're actually good at, you're not going to be of value in this world. You're going to be out of a job. You don't believe me? Look at, it's self-driving cars. It was not going to be no Uber drivers, right? You got ChatGPT writing up all types of essays and things that require writing. You also have AI able to do graphic designs, right? And then you want to go into the Lord deeper, and this is where it's ready to get y'all. Oh, I don't been on technology. Well, you even worse. A cashier got self-checkouts, and then it's becoming a cashless society. So you got to understand that moving towards 2025, 2030, 2035, 2040, you're going to be having a lot of things that the world is going to be just moving at a whole different rate. And if you're not bringing value to the world, you're just going to be slightly pushed to the side. Like, you're going to be pushed to the side and you're going to have to fend for yourself. So I really want y'all to understand this. The reason I'm bringing this video to y'all is because you have to take a risk. Whether that's entrepreneurship, whether that's sales, right? Self-employing yourself. Because you don't know what you bring to the table until you're pushed to that point. You don't want to wait until you don't have a choice but to go ahead and just change up when you at the edge of the cliff. I'm the type of guy like this, man. If I see that the edge of the cliff is coming, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to make a jump or to get out the way and do something different, man. I'm gonna be planning. A lot of y'all wait to the end to go ahead and make a change because life isn't changing right here in front of you, but life is slowly changing, as you can see. So I really want y'all to understand, like, you gotta throw yourself in that water. You probably like, damn, I'm not a sales guy, or I'm not built for entrepreneurship. You don't know what you built for until it's time to go through it, man. You don't know what you built for until it's time to go out here and do it. I want y'all to understand that if you're not putting yourself at risk to be seen and to make an impressionable experience for a person or a customer, you're not going to be able to be profitable, man, because it's like you don't even know how to represent yourself if it's not under a job. You don't know how to represent yourself if it's not under a job. You have to sharpen your skill set in order to monetize. You ain't saying you got to be a sales guy for 18 years or a sales guy for your whole life or anything like that, or 5 years or something like that. Maybe it could take a year or two so you can get kind of kick it off. But I suggest that anybody that's trying to go into entrepreneurship, you do sales first so you can understand what it is to sell a product, how to take care of a customer, how to deal with this, how to deal with that. Learn how to run everything by yourself. A lot of times that a lot of people are scared to go from W-2 to 1099. Right? But you will also be responsible for taking care of your own taxes when it comes to 1099. So I want y'all to understand this is a whole different ball game, right? This is not just your average 9 to 5. You can't complain about what this person is telling you or what this person is doing at the job, because it's not going to be a lot of slackers at these performance-based businesses. It's either you're going to do good or go back to what's regular. Or it's either you're going to do good or go to entrepreneurship. You have to look for things to bring the best out of you. Do not get so consumed in the money, because sometimes even when you leave these different sales positions, you're going to take a pay drop. And you got to be prepared for that. You got to be putting money to the side. The number one thing that I learned doing sales, right, is that you have to be self-driven. You have to be self-driven going through this whole process. You got to be able to drive yourself, even if when you don't feel like doing it, and it's going to be based off your performance. But when you have motivated individuals around you, other hustlers around you, it should make you want to step up your game, sharpen your tools up. And if they're not too jealous, let me network with this best guy, the guy that's good over here, or he been doing this for a minute, or I'm not going to network with no bottom guys and guys that's not doing what I prefer to be doing. Because again, I'm going at the highest guy's neck. Whoever the best guy on that team is, I'm going at his neck, going hard. So that's the mentality that I adopted from doing sales and stuff like that. I say the next thing that I've learned about sales is that you are in control. You are in control of your future. Like I told y'all, you see how the jobs are going right now, you have to get into sales. You have to get into entrepreneurship or sales, man. And I would suggest sales so you can know how to what? Sell people, right? And actually make sure that you're able to help people. So I'm in control. And we had this acronym in the sales business that I was in, because you can jump around the sales businesses and just see what you can get out of them, learn different things and sharpen your tools and stuff like that. But I understood juice. Just understand I control everything, right? Just understand I control everything. And once you understand that, your whole paradigm changes. You understand that whether if I want to go out here and make a sale, it's going to be all for me. And if I don't want to make a sale, my head wasn't in the game, right? So you have to put yourself at risk for exposure. You can't just think that everything just gonna pop off quick as a 9 to 5 would be. That's number 3. Do not expect things to just pop off like the 9 to 5 would be. You will have a reliable check. You will have a check, but that's if you want to invest in the knowledge of whatever the product you're selling. You got to know what you're talking about. You got to take time to know what you're talking about. You got to take time to get told no to the face, because you're going to get told no. I'm letting you know. And that brings me to the 4th point. You got to get used to being told no. They're going to tell you no, bro. They're going to tell you no. And you know what no means? Let me hear it, y'all. Next opportunity. Let me hear that one more time. You know, what does no mean? Next opportunity. Sometimes it could be not right now, man, but you got to understand that everybody's not going to be your customer. Everybody's not going to be your yes. And a lot of times you got to go through a couple no's, a lot of no's to get to some yeses, but it's got to be performance driven. You got to be willing to take you have to be willing to take your life into your own hands at this point in your life right now. You got to be willing to do that. Because if you don't, you're going to sadly find out that life ain't the same no more. Life ain't the same no more. Unless you're doing content creation or something like that. So we talking about more mutable verbal things. This day and age going forward, 2025, 2030, 2035, 2040, you have to have a mouthpiece. You got to have a mouthpiece. You got to be able to speak. You got to be able to talk to people. To be likable, to be charismatic, especially if you're a man. That's what it's really the man, because a woman can just really put her body out and put certain things out, and people flock to it. You know, dudes, you know, the simps, of course, like they flock to it or whatever. You ain't got no girl simps for real. Even if you is a handsome man, like, it's only so much attention that you will get because a woman doesn't want to tell you your actual worth. But that's besides the point, man. I'll get into that another time. But you have to understand these different principles, man, because this is the day and age that we are in. And it won't be easy. It won't just be super like roll over like you've been used to. This is another level of life. And I promise you it's gonna be worth it. When you go through it and you taking the things that I just told you, the steps or the advice, right? The 5 pointers that I just gave you, you're gonna be way better off, man. You're gonna be way better off going through this process because you see what's going on. You have to look ahead. When it comes to life, you live in the moment, but you look ahead. I have taken up and accumulated all the experiences that I needed to learn for this moment. So I'm appreciative for this moment, and I understand where I came from, and I appreciate my past, but I'm focused on the future. And when I look forward and look at the future, and I see that what's going on in this world, you have to adapt. You have to adjust, because if not, your family is at risk. Your legacy is at risk. And you, most importantly, are at risk of being in poverty. So going forward in these years, man, you gotta be willing to take your life into your own hands. You have to figure it out. You have to learn how to solve problems. If you cannot solve problems, you will not be effective in this new world. Y'all gotta get with the program, man. Remove that old paradigm of thinking, because that shit don't work no more. You don't even need no damn bachelors no more. That shit is out the way. What you gonna do now? You gotta have a fucking skill set. Excuse me, y'all, but I'm serious. I gotta have a skill set, and I want my boys to be prepared coming out here, man, because it's divine madness. Everything happens for a reason. Even when you feel like you're going through BS in your life, just understand that it's all divine. So if you're going through some stuff right now with your job, and your job treating you like shit, and it's not paying you reliable pay or whatever, this and that, stop trying to get all that quick shit. That quick shit go out the window, man. Because everything being locked down on. So not saying you gotta always just get a job, but I'm telling you, if you somebody who's not doing nothing online right now and is not generating you no income right now, if you don't have an entrepreneur, like you're not an entrepreneur right now, you don't have a business right now, and you're still trying to figure out how can I sell myself at least, go get a sales job, bro. It will change your life, and it will make you better. It will make you much sharper when you're talking to people, and it'll make you better with women if you're not good with women. So that's what I want to bring to y'all, man. Just really was on my stomach, on my gut, and I really wanted to bring this to you because I feel like a lot of people don't understand what's going on right now in this day and age, man. But it's divine madness, man. I tell y'all again, it doesn't matter what you're going through in life. It can feel like you're going through madness, but just understanding it's all divine. Everything happens for a reason, man. I love y'all. Chosen One Rising, signing out, man.